Welcome to UK Movies, your home for all things cinema. We're taking the films and series you love and breaking them down, bit by bit, from the heartwarming plots to the characters you can't help but adore. Grab a cuppa, settle in, and let's explore some incredible stories together. When and how to watch. Welcome to Derry, Season 1 Finale. Date of release for Landman, Season 2 Episode 6. On December 21st, 2025, Landman, Season 2, Episode 6 will be streamed on Paramount+. We're still waiting for Demi Moore, who plays Cammy Miller, to do more in Landman than swim in the pool or get her husband Monty coffee and whiskey. Tommy arrives at the Millers' enormous Fort Worth estate, which is filled with expensive sculptures and beautiful art everywhere Tommy looks. Cammy gives Monty a whiskey and Tommy a coffee. The house serves as an illustration of the wealth that may be obtained by lassoing a personal portion of the Texas oil boom, as Monty famously did. He benefited greatly from the pandemic-related downturn, as oil fields were acquired and sold for dollars per acre. Tommy is there to inform his supervisor about the most recent oil field mishap, provide an update on the prior mishap. They beg him for additional assistance in combating the cartel, which routinely pilfers costly M-Tex equipment, such as private jets and tankers, and carries drugs across property that Monty controls. This boom is incredibly profitable. However, there are several issues at the local level. Like when your son, an oil worker, is taken to the hospital after being attacked by 3 men. Watch out for the second beating. Tommy took Angela on a 4-hour drive to Fort Worth because she needed to break up with her husband Victor and his hideous manse now that they were back together. This is how it works. He's not even present, which irritates Angela. In order to facilitate the dissolution of the marriage, 2 attorneys greet her in place of Victor after the locks have been altered. The prenup. As Landman president of M-Tex, Tommy anticipates this as well and is taking steps to protect himself. He tells his son that the company will take over all of the rig leases floated using Sonrisa's money when they meet at the patch for breakfast. However, it's intriguing that Tommy isn't merely yelling. He claims his son is already a better salesman than Tommy ever was, acknowledging part of Gallino's point from Episode 3 that Cooper actually did find a drilling blind spot. Cooper will continue to learn about the bigger business from his father while managing an M-Tex workforce. In essence, it's a return to the child's initial state at the beginning of Season 1, prior to the violence at the work camp and his relationship with Ariana. We also know that this season, that relationship failed. But if Landman is known for its booms and busts, why shouldn't Cooper and Ariana experience the same cycle? After dumping his brand new mini Monty ass, she saw the light in him again during his grandmother's funeral, and now Cooper is back in her bedroom in good graces. Coop can get away with declaring he'd marry her there, if a priest lived next door, since we know he's telling the truth when he claims she's all he thinks about. However, as is customary in this fast-paced relationship, Ariana preaches composure before playing her own long game. She practices Catholicism. Her nationality is Mexican. Cooper will have to ask her father, a Corpus Christi welder, whether he wants to marry her. We appreciate that Cooper just drove down there in his dilapidated High Sierra. Just let them know I'm coming, didn't ask for an introduction or try to summon bravery. Additionally, Coop's arrival at Ariana's family's door, he was listening to Spanish-language tapes in the truck, is met with a cool but collected reaction. According to Carlos Barrera, Gabriel Girard Rodriguez, his daughter makes her own choices. It was merely an Ariana test to send this gangly but straightforward and compassy. We believe that the fatal collision that began Landman Episode 4 on a barren M-Tex service road, when a sand transporter semi became entangled with an improperly positioned pickup, is another indication that Gallino is playing a long game. It wasn't just a pickup. The carbon monoxide that was introduced into the cabin had rendered the driver comatose. Even though Tommy is furious at the crash site in Episode 5, just another fatal issue in his workday, it seems to us that this is a significant component of the drug lord's M-Tex disruption scheme. Everyone is present at the banquet for pirates. In addition to Dale and Nathan donning tricorn hats, Rebecca